Namaste and hello everyone. My name is Shantanu Das. You may call me Dr. Shantanu Das, maybe, but you may call me also Shantanu. So I'm a theater practitioner. I love to do theater. I love to do theater, especially the direction and design. And obviously, I am very much fond of to do acting also. At the same time, I teach theater. My profession is teaching in a university. I teach theater there, and officially my designation was there, like associate professor over there, and I teach theater design, direction, and acting course over there, theory and practical both. But I practice theater regularly with my group. We have a theater group named Kalyani Kalamandalam. We do practice theater there with the children's, with the young peoples and the old people also. And at the same time, I do theater with the students in university. And I have an opportunity, you know, several opportunities to teach student across the globe in different theater institute with the groups. So you know, I love to do theater. Theater is my passion. I drink theater, I eat theater, I sleep theater. And I must share a small thing to you. Uh, when I fall in love with my wife, Anonna, I told her that, you are not my first love. My first love is theater. So I have already married to theater. So you are my second wife. So anyway, still today, after 17 years, we are still together with my Anonna second wife and my first wife theater. So well, mm, I live in a country named India. Officially, it's called Republic of India. It's a big country, you know. Uh, the population wise, we are the second position across the globe, and the size wise, we are the seventh position in across the globe. So, and the most important part of our country is diversity. Diversity in sense of the language, in sense of culture, in sense of the geographical things, like we have surrounded by this oceans and seas, two big ocean, sorry, uh, one big ocean, Indian Ocean, and two big sea, Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. And we have the great Himalaya in the northern part of the country. We have desert, we have green fields. So there are lots of variety in our, we have lots of rivers, Padda, Ganga, Godavari, Kaveri, lots of rivers across the India. We have variety of foods, vegetables, fruits. We have a variety of non-veg things. So in terms of, so if you go to the mm, northeast part of our country, their people, their culture is completely different from the other. We have at present 29 states. So every state have their own culture. Not only the state, I belongs to the state named West Bengal. So this West Bengal, I belongs to the southern part of the state. Our culture is different from the northern part of the state. So the diversity is a main strength of our country. The culture-wise, it's a whole lot of you can think of lots of things, lots of different things are there. The folk cultures is very rich across the India. Every state, each and every state, they have their own folk cultures and the traditional culture. And at the same time, their food habit is quite different. The Punjabis have taken different style of foods. The Marathis have taken different style of food. The Keralians, they are taking their foods. Even their wearing clothes are completely different. Mostly we think about the Indian women's wear sari. The wearing sari, the Marathi lady, the traditional Marathi lady, is wearing sari in a different way from the Bengali people. Even their color, even their texture, even their other things, quite different. For me, India, uh, you know, it's in every point is very excited country. We have the folk theater and the traditional theaters, but the quote unquote the modern theater practitioners, we do the proscenium theater mostly. So in my early days, I do lots of proscenium theater, and I did big, huge sets and things, and there all the productions traveled. You know, Gradually, day by day, uh, I found that these big sets, these big lights, big costumes, big things, it creates a spectacle. Definitely, people like that, but it stays for a few seconds, few moments, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in your production. After that, of your 2 hours play, what left out? That is acting, the actor, and the text, storyline. That's what actually you want to say through your play. So then gradually I reduced all sort of designs and tried to find out all my views and visions of design to express with the actor's body, the voice, uh, and the little props and things. So you may heard about, or there is a theatre text called Natya Shastra. It's found in ancient Indian theatre period. Uh, so it's written by Bharat Muni. There is a contradictory whether he has written or lots of people has written. That is not a topic. In that text, in the Natya Shastra, you found everything there: how to act, how to write, even what should be the costume, what should be the makeup, even the stage diagrams. He described three types of stage, but there is not a single word about the set design. Then the question arrives: the ancient Indian theatre text, like written by Kalidas, Sudrak, and other peoples, all the text has big, large scale scenarios. Then how that has been created into the stage? So that has been created by the actors. He creates through his body, voice, and mind. So then gradually uh, I reduced all these things from my productions, and I emphasized with our actor to create these visuals without things. And so then onwards, in 2016, I did a production. Uh, you may heard about Macbeth. written by Shakespeare. So the Macbeth is king. It's a big thing. Whenever you read Macbeth, uh, it comes a big visual for you. Big visual. Big. It's a big things are there. Believe me, we did this production with only four hanging rope. Only four hanging rope, that is set. That's the end of the things. And we used hardly 20 lights. That's it. And the most important thing is we used only three actors on the stage. These three actors, they portray all the character of the Macbeth, and it's a big. Whenever you see our production, you can also find, you can also imagine that Macbeth, Shakespeare's Macbeth, the huge thing you can find in my production also. And we are lucky enough, and we have a big opportunities to travel with this production in European big festivals like in Poland, Czech Republic, Israel, Vietnam, Nepal. So it's a great experience for us also. We presented these productions, and in the Europe, people are very appreciated us. So now I try to find out a sort of a theater uh, which should be very minimalistic. Uh, for me, a theater director is a chef. You know, the chef is very good in cooking. So, a chef, when he prepares a pizza or a burger, what he did, he took different ingredients like salt, sugar, flour, uh, tomato ketchups, chickens. These all ingredients has their own identity, has their own things. But the chef who is making these things, this pizza or the burger, he doesn't. He only knows how to use all these ingredients in what quantity and how to mix up them and prepare these things. So a theater director is like that. So a theater director took up a text, like I took Macbeth, or when we went to France, me and Aude did a production, Red Riding Hood. So we took the Red Riding Hood story, and then we find out the actors who were suitable for us and eligible for us for the production. So we find out them. Then we find out the musicians, then we find out the costume designers, set designer, light designers, and everyone. And we put together and we share our idea to them, and we got their idea from, and we mix up it, and we use a right quantity of their idea to the production to make a one single idea. So it's like a different ideas. It's like a garland. So different flowers comes together and makes a one beautiful garland. So that is a theater, and who is making this garland? That's a director. So for me, the theater director is like that. He is the person. Uh, you know, uh, when a theater basically happening on stage, a audience, he find out the actors, the lights, the sets, costumes, everything. But the audience didn't find the director. You know, the director stays behind the curtain, but he's the main creator. He creates everything. He planned everything. He designed everything. People comes and watch that play. Only thing that the audience, they see the director's work, but they didn't find the director over there. So these things is very important for me. I prefer these things. That's why in my priority, design and direction is one, then the acting, then maybe script writing, something, something, something. So I prefer that. I love that. Sometimes after the show, you have to go to the curtain call and face the audience. That's a different thing. But most of the shows, you didn't go to the stage, but people comes and watch your play. They know your name, but they didn't know who are you. They know your work. They see your work. They laugh. They cry. They enjoy your play, but they didn't know you. So that's a very important part of this directing plays and designing plays. So this is the one. I'll suggest a simple exercise for the young directors, those who wants to be a director. Uh, so you just take a storybook and sketchbook, pencil, eraser. That's it with you. A storybook, maybe a simple storybook, means a simple story in sense like a fairy tales, like a very short fairy tales you have read in second standard or third standard. uh, you start with that. That would be better for you, for a beginners obviously. So for an example, I talked about Red Riding Hood. So if we take that story, Red Riding Hood, so the story starts with like this word: once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near the forest. Now you stop. Here, once upon a time, uh, there was a little girl who lived in a village near the forest. Those who are listening this, I'm sure right now you have an image. Once upon a time, a little girl, you know, who lived in a village, who lived in a village near nearby the forest. So now you have an image. So you got an image. You got an image. Now you write down these lines, and in the right hand side, in the left hand side, you write down these kind 2 3 lines, and the right hand side of the page you make a like a box, like 3 inches by 2 inches or something like that, and you sketch that. And if you have the pastel color or the wood pencil colors, color that. Then you again you go on your reading, Again, you can find the next image. Again, you write down the dialogues and you draw an image. Your image can come in a single line, or it can come with after 5 lines, or in a single word your image can comes. So whatever the things, whenever your image comes, it's fixed into a frame, and write down that little dialogue and draw. So it's gradually one after another, one after another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a hell lot of images. It will come in a small story. After finish your work, you can find, you see the whole story with the image, with the colors, with the things. It's beautiful. So from there, you can jump anywhere. From there, you can transform how to do these things on stage. You can plan, you can do these things, you can find lots of things. uh, for me, theater is connecting people. If you want to be a painter, you took a paper, a pencil, eraser, and you draw. That's it. You're alone. If you want to be a poet, you take a paper, a pen, and you write. If you want to be a singer, you take a piano, or without piano, you can sing. If you would be a dancer, you can dance with your own music and things. But if you want to do theater, you need poet, you need painter, you need dancer, you need musician, you need actors, you need lots of people. So from your rehearsal, the day one, you are connecting people. You, as a director, you have a thought. The playwright, he has also his own thought. The dancer, he has also his own thought or visions. The musicians, everyone has his own vision and things. All comes together and create a one single thing. So you are connecting people. But theater is not one way, is a both way. Why it is both way? When you are performing in front of the live audience, you can get the energy of audience. When they laugh, when they cry, the audience, you can see that. Even if you made a mistake on stage, that audience goes, oh, no. You can get that reaction. It's a both way. So you are connecting people. So